Hello boxing fans, right now I'm talking Floyd Mayweather unanimous decision over Miguel Cotto. Firstly, let's check out my prediction. What did I say? I said this will be a competitive fight. Cotto will not be the same Cotto we've seen before. Dropping Stewart for the legendary Cuban trainer will be a very good move. Cotto will lose the unanimous decision, even if at the end of the fight there's a lot of people who think it was a lot closer than it was in reality. Let's see how many statements of these were true. Well, the fight was very competitive. You know, this time Floyd was fighting a guy who's hungry and ring smart, not just a loose cannon who's with just one dimension. You know, the Cuban trainer was very good for him. He brought the best out of Cotto, while Cotto was stagnated under Stewart, it's true. And Floyd did win the fight, and rightly so, in my opinion. But I think it was much closer than the judges gave it. They had it 7 rounds and 8 rounds, while I had it 3 rounds or 4 rounds. And I ended with 4 rounds. And here's my round for round. Mayweather starts very well by setting up the jab. Both miss all their harder shots. They throw in this round and they're separated twice by the referee. Mayweather also sneaks in a close body shot in round 1. Round 1 goes to Mayweather. Round 2 is a Cotto round. Cotto roughs Mayweather up against the ropes. Cotto lands the right hand. Mayweather also lands a right hand, but Cotto answers with a good combination of his own. Cotto's also defended very well, covering his head with both hands, which is a sequence throughout the fight really. Cotto's defense was very good. Later on, Cotto lands a hard right hand followed by another combination. Mayweather comes back with a barrage of uppercuts and sneaks some shots inside, but he doesn't win the round for me, and that is Cotto's round to even the fight up. Round 3, Mayweather lands a single uppercut while Cotto lands numerous shots to the body. Maybe some extra weight is affecting the reflexes of Mayweather, or maybe just age is catching up. Cotto lands to the body and switches to the head in an exchange, while Mayweather is throwing predominantly the single shots to the head. Cotto's landing some good jabs of his own in this round, and he's fighting very well from the outside and middle distance all alone, while Mayweather is doing his best work from the inside, as we all thought he would. And this is probably the best round of the fight for Cotto. Okay, round 4. Mayweather sets up that dominant jab again. Mayweather's trying to land that right hand to Cotto's head, but the problem is Cotto is defensively sound by having both hands up around his head, not showing any of a target, making Mayweather work very hard for it, like I said he would in the prediction. Go me. You know, Mayweather's getting the better of the exchanges in this round, and I think it ends with a Mayweather round, but to even the fight up, but the fight was quite close in this round. Round 5, Mayweather's cornered again, but this is somewhere he doesn't mind being. We all know this about Mayweather. And it's pretty much the story of the whole fight. Mayweather lands a single shot, then Cotto lands a shot or two. Cotto switches from body to head and takes 5 or 6 shots to the head in turn, and it's probably the worst defensively round shot Cotto has had as of yet. He needs to refocus, and this is a good round for Mayweather. Round 6, now Cotto's coming out jabbing, and he lands the right hand. Mayweather smiles at him to say well done, but I'm not hurt, and he switches to the body and lands that too. At this point it has to be said that it's a very good performance by Cotto, and maybe it's probably one of the worst defensively based performances I've seen from Mayweather. I've never seen him be hit so many times. The other fight that stands out like that is the Oscar De La Hoya fight. And what do these fights have in common? They're both at 154 pounds. Coincidence? I think not. I think Cotto wins this round, and this evens up the fight at this point. Round 7, all the fans are chanting Cotto, Cotto, Cotto. And the thing is, it more spares Mayweather on. You know, Mayweather tees off. Most of the punches are blocked by Cotto, because Cotto is being very good defensively in this fight. People counted out the defense of Cotto in this fight, but he's shown that he has got a good defense. However, Mayweather does throw a combo. Not all of them land, but enough of them land for me to give him the round. It's a close round, people disagree on it, but it's a Mayweather round. He's leading via 1 point in this round. Round 8, Cotto's pressing the fight. There's no doubt that if he was an American, he'd be winning this fight. It's just how it is, isn't it? He traps Mayweather in the corner. Mayweather's happy to be there again. He throws combinations. Some of them land. I would say half of them land. While Mayweather lands the single eye-catching punches. So it's quality versus quantity. What do you like better, quality or quantity? We seem to switch what we like from fight to fight, really, so I'm not surprised if Mayweather fans have him winning every round. There's a few good counters and jabs from Mayweather, and I think it's enough to give him the round, and therefore he's got a 2-point lead going into the 9th. Round 9, Mayweather lands a good left to open the round, and he follows it up with some good uppercuts. Both fighters exchange while Cotto lands a few jabs of his own, and this is a good close round. The variety's with Mayweather, and that's enough for me to give him the round. So he's got a 3-point lead going into the 10th now. And I think this is where everyone's starting to think, yeah, Mayweather's taking it now. It's all down to Mayweather. Round 10, Cotto starts very well. He brings out for a right to the body. Mayweather answers, with a right to the head, who in turn, Cotto then answers with a left to the head. Mayweather then in turn counters, on Cotto, while Cotto then answers back with a few jabs of his own. Mayweather comes back and answers with a few jabs of his own, and then Cotto answers via going back to the body. This is a real ding-dong battle for me right now. This is a good round. You don't expect, Mayweather to produce this type of excitement in a fight, and for me, this is one of the best fights I've seen Mayweather in. He follows it, and then Cotto follows it up with a shot to the head and wobbles Mayweather a bit, and for me, that's enough to give Cotto the round, being consistent on single shots. Cotto wins the round, but Mayweather is still leading by 2 points. Going into round 11, Cotto lands a good left hand to the chest. It's not a scoring punch, however, it just does take the wind out of the sails, and it's a stinger. He then follows it up with a left hand to the face. Mayweather lands a few up-close uppercuts, but Cotto can land that left hand to the jaw more frequently in this fight than I've seen anyone land on Mayweather in history. Mayweather lands a brilliant combo as well in this round, and I think that's enough to re-establish the 3-point lead that I've gave him. So I've given that close round to Mayweather, but I can understand if you wanted to give it to Cotto. In the final round, Mayweather opens up very well with a few jabs. There's a few exchanges in this fight. Floyd's getting the better of them, and he lands a good left hand, and then he does another left-right hand combination that hurts Cotto, who tries to rally with a series of jabs. Most of them miss, and it wasn't all in vain. This is a good round by Mayweather. It's a very sharp round, and it's probably the sharpest of all of the rounds he's had in this fight. And he wins this round, and I've given him a 4-point lead at the end. So that's how I thought that was. Where did they both go from here? Well, Mayweather's obviously going to jail, and Cotto did his career probably no disjustice. He's probably helped his career, if anything. He could fight Martinez or Alvarez or even Shane Mosley if he wants in his next fight. He can fight whoever he wants, really. He doesn't need to retire. He's still got good options. And where does Mayweather go from here? Like I said before in the prediction, I don't think Mayweather should fight 154 pounds. One, he's going to have to end up fighting Martinez or Alvarez. And the problem is, you see, fighting Cotto at 154 pounds, he's opened himself up for all the criticism in the world if he doesn't fight Martinez or Alvarez next. Now, if I was Floyd Mayweather and I was going to go to jail, after this one I would not fight Khan. If I go down to 147 pounds again, it sends out the ducking message again. It sends it out constantly. You see, Martinez and Alvarez, if you disagree with me, I don't understand you. I don't understand the point if you disagree. You're basically saying if he fights Khan at 147 pounds, then Khan's a bigger name than both Alvarez and Martinez in terms of ability and money. I don't agree with that at all, and hopefully no one else does. If it was me, I would fight a let's see the damage caused by the jail fight with Cornelius Bundridge. And if you want to know why, I'll tell you why. One, well, Bundridge is almost 40 years old. He doesn't have any standout attributes that will trouble Floyd. And you have to acknowledge that Floyd, he's going to jail. He's not going to be able to do the workouts he wants to do. It's going to take its toll on his body. He's going to be fed a lot of calories that he's probably not used to. He's going to have to be fed 2,500 calories a day mandatory. All prisoners have to do it. He's going to be forced to do different types of exercise that he doesn't want to do, and it just makes sense to have a tune-up fight when he comes out, just to see if there's any damage, and then from there on he can go to wherever he wants to go. Less about that anyway. What do you guys think about this fight? Tell me where you think he should go next, and be honest, do you think he's going to fight again after jail?